I wasn't sure how it was all going to turn out, but I hoped. Everything I hoped for came.
You want an immersion between Catholic nuns and indigenous children.
You know, sometimes things have to get really bad for you to acknowledge how right you can make it.
Sean and Winona were like, be open-minded. You know, we were kind of scared when, like, you know, we first approached it too, but be open-minded about it. They really are good people.
Spiritually and energetically, it was so powerful.
I came here to get closer to my culture because this is my first time. Like actually opening up and wanting to and truly feeling and being a part of it, and I'm learning so much.
This trip was definitely important for my soul, I think. It's kind of weird to think how much I learned in just this week.
Just them having the experience is important, as well as us experiencing them.
One of the first things that Sean said in our planning was it would be so great to have the group go out on the river, just to see the river and look at the land from the perspective of the river.
The real job, if you had to sum it up, is that the river is, you know, it's referred to as the mighty Hudson all the time. The mighty Hudson, mighty Hudson. But it's powerless to protect itself. It relies on a human voice to speak for it, to call out injustice against it. And that's Riverkeeper's job.
If the water is not healthy, then it can't help us. So what we do is not just for us, but it helps everybody.
It's our earth justice, our indigenous justice. We can't just sit back and do nothing, ever.
It took 13.5 billion years for the planet to be what it is now. Our culture is destroying the very earth that we need to live.
It's all one big living being. You know, we're all a part of it. Getting that support and that education and coming to that understanding, you know, the world would be a much better place. Wars could end. You know, when we have an understanding, we're all the same. We're in this together.
The sisters have a long-standing tradition of concern for care of the earth, and that comes out of the heritage and their religious tradition, and really pushing that forward, the theme of care of the earth. They also have a long-standing commitment to social justice in the work that they've been doing and care for the marginalized of the earth.
The community has been very involved in looking at our legacy for the future, because as our numbers diminish, we feel we want to pass on this sacred land in a way that's consistent with our values.
Could we, by bringing the youth here, somehow spark something inside them, as Sean said, to see that there's another way, to help heal them, to show them that there are opportunities.
And both Winona and Sean, they are both geared toward the future of these kids, but the future beyond their reservation, the future beyond the here and now.
We have been growing in leaps and bounds as Native American peoples, but there's a lot of work still to do. I still believe we're in the very beginning. And these younger kids, they're getting tired of seeing all these things that don't come to fruition and saying, hey, we got to do something. We have to do something. We can't just wait and rely on somebody else.
If you can't forgive, then you will never have peace. You can connect that with religions, families on the res.
Ceremonies need to be done. We have powwow once a year, but we don't have ceremonies like that. You know, we have all these churches on our reses. but we don't have a spot for ceremonies.
Ceremonies and prayer, it can help your voice so much. It helped me so much. Over the years I've been doing it, it's been relieving for me. It feels like weight's been getting off my shoulders.
Their voices are valid. They have a lot to say. They're so proud to be Native American, to be Indigenous.
No matter how much we're counted out due to the suicide rates, due to the death rates, due to the drinking, due to the drug abuse and sexual abuse, due to all of that, we're counted out. Less than 1% of our homeland's population are counted out. But we smile, we sing, we dance. We carry our teachings with pride and power, and we find power in each other and a sense of community.
This is what this 1% is left with, through really no fault of their own. So my ask would be is we can, as a society, correct historical injustice. But more than that, we can help the youth see a future. We can all heal. All heal.
Until I came out here, I had no idea. I wasn't aware of all this beauty that our people left behind. So Sean and I decided that as we're growing, we want to make this bigger. We want to take these parts of our culture that are so beautiful. How could you not want to share them and share them? Show them. We tell them we're going on a retreat, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna go to some sacred sites, and we're gonna learn about our people.
Being where my ancestors were and getting to learn more about my culture. When you learn more about it, it's just like, wow.
This is the most comfortable I've ever felt in a church ever, so I very much appreciate the sisters for that.
Tell me about what it's been like for you to witness what you have this week.
A revelation in terms of how far we as a culture, as white Americans, have strayed from so much wisdom and have become so arrogant. So I think it's been humbling as well as inspiring.